Back with the Pershing, this time on steps. Same platoon comp as my other Pershing game, which should be uploading around the same time. As usual, going east, going to Hulldown at C8. As I said in my comment video, this isn't going to work in the next version of the game because they're adding a small hill that blocks your shots to the south from C8. Now if you notice, I just quickly tap space twice to pause and unpause the game quickly. What that does is when your replay is getting really jittery, for some reason that smooths it out. I'm not sure why. The replay system is really janky and arcane, but if you see me quickly pausing and unpausing my videos, that's the reason for it. Take a quick shot, miss completely. So they got two E25s over in that gully. They got one in their base. I think there's another one up middle somewhere. So I start working on these guys from my hold down position. RE25s suicided out into them. The E25 is a horrifyingly capable little machine, but very seldom do you actually see them played by decent players. In bad hands, they're just a glass cannon that doesn't really do anything, but in the hands of the right player, they're horrifying. They melt tanks so quickly. So I ignore that one for a minute. Counted him to dead anyway, and start working on the T28. I make a lot of blind shots this match, several of which actually do connect. This little T71 correction comes through, I miss. I figure that E25 might be able to handle him. I want to go back to shooting the big tank, T28, which is dangerous to our team. Pubbies struggle with any heavily armoured tank destroyer, even the T28, which is relatively easy to kill. See this 25 in the middle, just not moving, so take a quick shot at him. I think that one hit. In fact, I'm positive that one hit. And the T28's still giving me sides, so I take another shot at him too. TA is working west flank with our pubbies. And the Stura in the middle bounces off of me. In fact, he misses, and his next shot bounces as well, I think. He didn't hand me a single time, despite that thing having, you know, Fuckoff 128mm gun. T71, cheeky little bastard, managed to kill our E25 and slip past me. I probably should have been paying attention, but, you know, I was dealing with actual threats. So I tell Hardest that he's got a T71 barreling towards him, but Hardest is in the zone and doesn't actually realise until it starts shooting at him. And I'm telling him, Hardest, you've got a 71 coming, but he notices here and sets up to shotgun it. I'm kind of hoping that the Hellcat and the ISU will be able to rescue him, but he doesn't need it. He shotguns a 71 because the 71's an idiot. So at this point, it's basically trading one for one. I'm still full health though, as a top tier medium tank, so that's quite good. Looks like we've pretty much won the west. The enemy have fallen back behind the rocks at H1. We've definitely won the east, because it's just this guy for me to clean up and then we're good. This is where he finally pens me. I think he's using the 105 from the Ken Tiger. Actually no, that looks like the 128. He must have low rolled. I don't know where he was shooting me. Taking a blind shot at the Arty now that was spotted. Actually one, just... that's why he's shooting my gun mantlet. Pershing's got a very good turret. Small cupola, nice wide, thick gun mantlet. It's a lot like the Centurion in that regard. So I start pushing across. The rest of the enemy team's all over in GH1 and going to get cleaned up shortly. And then there's just the Arty over here as well. I think what the Arty was trying to do is behind that rock off to my right, where I'm looking now. I think he was trying to set up to shotgun me if I came around the corner in front of me. because that's what most people would do. But he gets lit and comes out the backside instead, and somebody snipes him. Quite an easy game, quite brief. You'll notice XGM only shows 1600 damage. I think I actually did in excess of 2000. You'll be able to see it in the post games in the video description, but I definitely did land quite a few blind shots this match. Good demonstration of what the Pershing can do. Find a hold down position, just take some nice easy shots at the enemies, and until you get up close to them or until you give them hull armor, they're not going to pen you, basically. As a tier 8, as a top tier tank, when it's top of the team, it will do quite well, because I don't think there's any tier 8s except the ISU, maybe the German tank destroyers, and the old German tank destroyers and the Roomba, I think, can pen it. But most tier 8s, even the AMX 5100, IS3, all of them, they will struggle with the Pershing's turret unless they can hit the cupola.